Hello everyone, it's Arlene Carter, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Nevada, and today I have a card that I'm going to show you a tutorial about using the Many Mates Cling Stamp Set by Stampin' Up! It's a new one that came out in this month's catalog, and then I'm also going to be using a die from the Tasteful Labels dies. This actually has a set of 10, and it comes in a bundle with another stamp set, so not with the Many Mates, but it's a real fun one in that it has all of these different this collection of different kind of border punches, not borders, but more of a label type. So lots of versatility that you can use for all different kinds of cards, which I always like. So if you get a good stamp set with good wording on it, and then a nice die cut that has different dies like this one, you are able to make many different kinds of cards. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm using as far as for the card base and the paper products. I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock that I've cut down. It is 11 inches long by 4 1/4 inches, and then I scored it in half. And then I also, on the bottom too, right here, I've gone ahead and used a corner rounder, and I've rounded the corners here at the bottom, just these two right here. And then I also have a piece of Old Olive cardstock that is going to be, it's slightly smaller than the front of the card, and I've also rounded those two on the bottom as well, the two corners. I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and then I have another piece of Old Olive, and then a smaller piece of, this is from the Ornate Garden Specialty Designer Series paper, double-sided here. You can see some of the back of the paper has this gold foiling on it, which is beautiful. So this one is cut to go just slightly smaller than it's going to be adhered onto the Old Olive. And then I have more of a rectangle shape of the Ornate Garden. And what I'm going to do with that is just going to round it, the two bottom edges right here, and I'm going to round those corners with the corner punch that we have. Corner rounder punch, I guess I should say. Years ago, I just it's a corner rounder. We all had those for scrapbooking, and they were quite popular. All right, so let's go ahead and put this together for the card front. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold it. I've scored it in half. Okay, now if you want the dimensions, don't forget they are on my blog. Here's my blog address, so you can always check those out there too, as well as see the products that I used. So there's the front. In fact, I think I'm going to just round these bottom corners on the back too as well. So these bottom two will get rounded. There we go. There's 1 and 2. Okay, let's see if that worked there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this. This is using our new seal, it's called. So it's a new adhesive, I'm really liking the way it's working. Let's go ahead and glue that on. And now I'm also going to take my Whisper White cardstock, and that's going to get glued right there at the top, like so. And then the bottom, this is the rectangle here with the two corners that are rounded at the bottom. Go ahead and adhere those to the bottom here, like that. So you've got a little gap there, but that's okay. That's what it's meant to do. And then go ahead and adhere. I'm adhering my Ornate Garden, the smaller piece here, more of a square. It's almost square. It's almost a square size. I believe it's like 3 1/2 by 3 1/4. But just make sure to check on my blog and make sure that's the right, I'll have the correct dimensions there. Okay, and then the next thing, we're just going to place this right up on top so that it's overlapping both that piece of Whisper White and as well as the Designer Series paper here at the bottom. Okay, now I've taken a piece of the Terracotta Tile, and I using one of the dies from the Tasteful Labels dies. It's a circle, and it's got this beautiful stitching and a pattern there on the outside. If you can see that, isn't that gorgeous? It's really pretty. I just like the different pattern that's on the outside there. So I'm using that, and then I'm also using, it's Terracotta Tile. I'm also using the Terracotta Tile ink as well. And I'm going to be using, I had used Celebrate, and then I thought, you know what, let's do Congrats, or wait, Oh Happy Day. I think Oh Happy Day, let's see if, or It's Your Day. Let's try the It's Your Day stamp. Yeah, that's gonna fit on there. Okay. Oops, take your acrylic block and then just ink that up. Okay. It's going to go right there in the middle. Look at that. So that's kind of a tone-on-tone color. So the terracotta ink on the Terracotta Tile cardstock, which is so pretty. I'm trying to give more of a focal point of that beautiful paper. And then just taking some Stampin' Dimensionals to pop up that circle that has your saying on it. And that's just going to go right there in the middle, like that. And then I have a piece of the polka dot tulle that I'm going to just wrap around the front part of this card here. And I think I'm just going to tie it in a bow. Typically this ribbon I really like to tie to make a bow. It's pretty easy. Although I was just in a Facebook Live in a share fair yesterday and attempting to make a bow on lives when you're recording live is a lot harder for some reason. Must be that, like, you know, that anxiety or something of being live on TV. You don't want to mess up. But anyway, it is doable. Grab some scissors here. And we'll trim off these tails like that. Okay. And I think I've got some of these. I'm going to pull some of these really pretty, these are elegant faceted gems. And these are new and they're kind of sparkly, but they're clear at the same time. So I think I'm going to use a couple of them. There's like a couple of pearlized, and they come in different sizes. So I think I'm just going to take a couple of those. And because it's kind of white and pearlized, you can see how it kind of brings out the white from the daisies here on the paper, as well as it helps to bring your eye to that ribbon as well, because it's got a circle here. It's a circular shape, and just like the polka dots too, as well on that ribbon. So quick and easy card, but it's beautiful, I think, and think of all the possibilities with even just one set of designer series paper by using, it's double-sided, using different patterns. It's really pretty. You can get a lot of different varieties with that. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. And again, for dimensions, measurements, make sure to check out my blog. It will be on there. And have a great day. Thanks.